When I moved to Denmark, it was pretty much the first world country I ever visited. It was pretty fascinating. I was coming from a very different place. I was camping somewhere in Turkey for 3 months and waiting for my visa approval to go to Denmark. So I was just like really living with so much nature, like even taking baths at the rivers and, you know, pretty wild. So when I entered Denmark, it was very fascinating for me to observe this modern world, this top of the pyramid, especially Denmark. It's just life is very nice, very beautiful, quality of life. Everything is just somehow in balance. Therefore, the quality of life is just so high. But man, the amount of consumerism this country is facing is simply mind boggling. To me, it's just maybe one day in summertime, good times, walk in the street will furnish a home for you. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like if it's around the time that it doesn't rain so much, it's like a yearly thing. People just continuously renewing their furniture, their whatever it is, because they can simply afford it. Therefore, they just keep on renewing things for the sake of their decreasing mental health. It's funny that this country is considered one of the happiest countries in the world, but also it has very high percentage of antidepressant, you know, prescriptions. Anyways, because the more intelligent you become in this civilized world, everything becomes so out of tune. So your life is very, in a way, damaging to your mental health. And you know, most of people, I would say, there, it's just completely in suffering, but they don't admit it. So it's a strange place, but I think I love it. I have to emphasize here that, yeah, what Denmark gave to me, I cannot, I cannot, yeah, whatever that word is. Anyway, we took a wrong turn and we talked so directly toward the Danes, and there is no way to erase that. So don't take it literally. I love Danes, but of course, the amount of consumerism you see there is simply mind blowing. So people just like buy new things pretty much every week. Yeah, I guess that's also part of their online shopping addiction. Yeah, it's just insane, It's just insane to me that this amount of consumerism exists in the world. And then I enter Denmark, I see in the streets that. People are demonstrating. It was like big crowd of young people, and their demand was that stop fossil fuels now. So in Denmark, like there are so many demonstrations, right? It's just like one of the most open-minded nation, and they allow the free speech to the toppest level. I mean, it's decreasing now, but still, I think to compare comparison to other places, these Scandinavian countries are still a little bit more um, intelligent than other, I would say, average human beings in other countries, because they just don't suffer so much in life. They everything is just so easy and available to them. Therefore, they don't go through so much trauma. And the flat society also helps everyone, kinda in a way, happy. Everyone has their own privacy. No one really intrude your privacy. It's a very nice culture. This is Scandinavian country. Anyways, yeah, I saw these people are demonstrating and they were demanding stop fossil fuels now. And I was like, this is nice. Let me follow this crowd and see what's going on. So they were just chanting, what do we want? Stop fossil fuels. When do we want it? Now. They would just keep chanting this. And then at some point, I kind of wanted to interact with one of these guys that was wearing this t-shirt, Stop Fossil Fuels Now. And I went to him. He was very big, Vikingy dude, but very kind looking. So I was not so scared approaching it. I went in. I was like, if fossil fuels stop right now, what do you think would happen right now to Denmark? And of course, this question was a little bit deeper than someone expects in the streets, right? Like, so he was like kind of in a way in shock for a few seconds. But then somehow it turned out that it was like, yeah, better world and all of this here and there. And I let him finish um, his talk. And then I just simply told him, no, if fossil fuels stop right now, it means no coffee for you, no banana for you. Every morning you go to this cafe that you sit and plan for demonstration and drink your coffee. You gotta remind yourself that this goddamn coffee comes with a fossil fuel. I wasn't this harsh to that man. I just told him, no, there is no banana for you, there is no coffee for you, and I kind of moved on. So he was still in that shock. But the case is, we consume so much, but we expect the world to fix itself. This is my problem. If you are one of those people that they really have this challenge in life, how to be more efficient, this challenge in life that how you can live authentically, because some people don't have this challenge. We gotta be honest, right? Some people they don't have this challenge. They're fine with consumerism. My mom, for example, she's fine. She's fine with that, renewing everything every week if it's possible. That's how it is. And I talk to her many times and she responds, look, this gives me joy. I love this. What do you say now? And I'm like, yeah, mom, what do I say? I cannot say anything to that. That's true. So if you enjoy doing that, do it. But if you are the one that particularly concerned with this concept in your life that you want to live a healthy life, you want to live a life that it's less damaging to the globe, less damaging to this beautiful environment that we have, and if really go in it, it can enlighten us. Like if nature was available to so many people in the world, that they live in the nature, we would have had a much better world. But that's not the case. Most you know people, significant people, or the people that they really shape this civilization, they live in the cities. They live in colonies that live like ants, for example. However, not however. Why however? Why did I say however? Anyway, I wanted to say anyway. Anyway, if you are that person that is concerned to live a common sense life, a really aware life, wise life, don't lie to yourself. Please. Don't drink that coffee in the morning and complain about fossil fuels, for example. Don't buy the latest brand new iPhone and complain about the world is not fair. Do you get what I mean? Do you understand? I'm not saying don't buy things, Buy things. Buy things. It's okay. Buy secondhand. At least buy secondhand. Don't go buy anything new. Why would you want to do that anyway? This is ridiculous. You pay premium price for your phone, and you have to do it every few years. Therefore, you gotta live this slavery to be able to make money to always afford the latest technology. Otherwise, you would be irrelevant very soon. Like in 10 years, none of the gadgets that we use are relevant. And if you don't buy them all after another, you will be irrelevant 10 years from now. Just simply 10 years. Now imagine how many new things you gotta buy to be able to keep up with the technology. It's not about phones anymore, right? It's about much more accessible digital content to any human being in the next 10 years. Phones become obsolete. There will be many more gadgets that they do the same thing, but somehow will be easier for you to function. Vintage, buy vintage. So many of the things that we use in our life, like so many of them, we don't need at all. Like I can tell you that much. After not using a fridge, for example, for so many years, when I see people use fridge, it just I cannot recall like how it feels like to have a fridge. But honestly, if you look back, and if I look back, I see that, wow, life with a fridge is a horrible life. How did I live with a fridge? How? Like, how did I live with a fridge? Because I cannot understand that first you gotta leave something that it just has a frequency all the time in the house. Sometimes louder, sometimes slower, sometimes you don't feel it, but it has a frequency going on 24/7. That's the first thing. And the second thing, oh my God, the amount of garbage you put in, to fill in, to just keep going and visiting to see if there is something that I can eat. Then you don't eat fresh food. You always freeze them. You always have old vegetables hanging around in the fridge. Yeah, let's come back to the talk again. Buy vintage. Like the products that are being produced these days are designed to deteriorate so fast because first we don't have much resources at the moment to put for really high quality stuff. So we have to put the resources that it's a little bit more chemical, a little bit more toxic, but it's still available on the planet and it's cheap. Therefore, you build with those material and things really die so fast. But if you buy a vintage version back then, you were not a consumer yet, you know. Back then you were a customer. Now we are not customers anymore, we are consumers. And realize this, really, when you realize this, you understand that how much of the garbage that we buy is gonna die in 2 years after the time that we bought it. And it's ridiculous, we keep on doing it. But back then people were customers. Like if you produce something that you there is no guarantee for it for 10 years, 20 years, people wouldn't buy it because the companies, the corporations were still in need of people. So they were making the best quality of whatever, and people were satisfied. And customer was always first. You've heard that before, right? Now these customers are not first anymore. Consumers are first. They create just any type of convenience for you to be able to sell shit online to you, like fastest delivery, free delivery, 1 month's return. In Denmark, if you live in Denmark, man, up to 2 years you can easily return things and change things, get a refund, or even just like every 2 year you call Apple, you know, help center, and like my Mac bought it like I don't know 1 year and 11 months ago, and it's just, yeah, I don't like it anymore. And they would be like, oh, okay, we will refund you, keep the Mac. That's how it is. Or send it to us, we just send a new one to you. You have Amazon, you can just 1 month's return. You get something, you use it, you return it, you refund, and all of these things are just going on so easily to convince you it's okay, don't worry. Everything is just taken care of. You just consume, you just buy. It's fine. So, if you're concerned with the quality of life for you, for yourself personally, stop consuming, you know? Don't demonstrate for it, please. Don't put up the act for it. Stop consuming yourself individually. Don't expect the world fix it for you. You keep on doing your own addictions and you're hoping that the elites will fix it for you. What have the elites ever done to you that it was good? Now you expect they're going to fix everything for you. Nothing is going to get fixed, my friend. It only is going to get worse and worse. And if you have this consumerism attitude, when you consume a lot, when you go through convenience of life, comfortable life, it's really hard to come out of it. But if you just slowly come out of it, slowly take yourself out of this consumerism, out of this modernity, I promise you, you just simply feel happier, simply feel more blissful, simply feel less stress, less anxiety, less work you need to do for making money because now you don't have plenty subscriptions for this and that, so many loans and everything. You live a debt-free life, and debt-free life is just the best life. Everything you buy is a debt. You gotta give it back. Everything you buy is just simply you buying more debt for yourself. Anything. And you pay this debt mentally by demonstrating. You pay this debt mentally by charity. Not only you put yourself in debt, you also mentally are not living a fulfilled life. They're like, oh, okay, at least I'm living a good life. Let's just at least be charitable, like give money to people in Africa and put money for this and that. Therefore, I can just like clear my conscience a little. And then you just go on, consume more, and then become more charitable, more in a way guilt free. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a very ugly life. You might want to live an ugly life. That's not my concern. I'm talking to the people that I mentioned very particularly that if you are really concerned, with your mental health, your well being in life, if you're really concerned with the quality of life for not for yourself, for everyone on the planet, you can live the best life because I have no agenda in life, for example. All my agenda is just very individual. It's like I want to live as harmful, as destructive life as possible. Therefore, I don't need to care about any destruction in the world because I've done my part. I've done personally my part. And if every individual go on and do their part, then we're going to have a fantastic life. I'm going to build my community. I'm going to just like give in to my own life, live a debt free life. Therefore, I don't need to go demonstrate. Therefore, I don't need to go, I don't know, do so many good deeds that it just makes me feel guilt free. No, I don't participate in the civilization. I don't let civilization participate in my life. That's how it is. Don't take it literally though, because now someone will comment, "Oh, then you are a YouTuber." Blah, blah. If you get what I mean, you get what I mean. That's the good part. The rest is not really important. I've been talking for 25 minutes. Again, I think this video will not be in so much favor with YouTube. Perhaps 100, 150, 200 people will watch it because I think everyone has to watch this video. Everyone on this planet has to watch in this video because everyone consumes. And if this video can just bring a little bit of sense to this life to them, everyone has to watch it. But I know at the end, not so many people will watch it. And not so many people will watch it fully. If you're one of those people that they watch this video fully, I sincerely thank you because I think you've been thinking about what I said because otherwise, why would you watch this video fully, right? I sincerely give my love and gratitude to you. Please don't take my words too literally. That's the only thing I ask from you. Now, You take care of yourself. Much love and ciao. Whoa.